All right, y'all. So welcome back to Philly D's Garage. So today, I'm pretty much going to continue what I started like 2 years ago, which is talking about tools that I have that I don't use anymore. So basically, what I'm going to talk about today is this little tool. This is by Lisle, but other companies make these tools. But it's basically just a tool that allows you to get your power and ground. So I'll show you that in a second, but basically you stick these into your cigarette lighter or your accessory port and you get your power from here and you get your ground from here, and then that'll come through these two prongs, and then you'll be able to hook up your test light and get your power and ground from that. So basically it supplies power and ground, or I look at it like it just extends your power and ground. So instead of you going from your battery under your hood, and then, for instance, like if you got something this, like a test light like this, you know, it's only this long. So if you got this hooked up to your battery and you're trying to test your power or ground inside the car, this is not going to reach. You know what I mean? So if you got something like this, you stick this in your cigarette lighter, and this will give you, you know, now you got enough rope to test with whatever you got to test inside the car. Now, according to Amazon, I bought this in 2019. So I've had this for some years now. And I used to use it a lot when I did a little diagnosis and stuff like that. But what made me stop using this is I bought a power probe. I'll show y'all that. So I've had a power probe. I've had this for like 5 or 6 years as well, but basically what this does is it does the same thing and a whole lot more. So I stopped using that because I had this, and if you see how long this rope is, you know, this will reach to the end of most cars and trucks. So I don't really need it, but you can also use that with this if you wanted to, but you really don't have to. So the reason why I stopped using that was because I got the power probe. All right, so we in the Lexus because I got the Lexus in here. So as you can see, I got my cigarette lighter right here, cigarette port. Most cars nowadays don't come with cigarette ports. So you might not be able to use this in a car that you're working on because, like I said, these new cars do not come with this. So basically what you do is take that out. That's the car charger or the cell phone charger. You want to stick this in here. Now, in order for this to work, this has to work. This port has to work. So that's another thing that this will do, because it would actually light up once you put it in there. So that's basically, that'll tell you that your power and your ground is good in your socket, which means the fuse that runs this is good. Okay, so let me show you that real quick. So now this car doesn't have live power 24/7. You have to turn the key on. Some cars have live power all the time, but this car don't. So we gotta turn the key on. So the key is on. We stick this in here now. All right. Okay, bam. So y'all see it's working. So not only do I know that I have a functional port, also have a power and ground right here. I don't think I showed y'all that up close. But if you look at it, it says black on one side, it says red on the other side, and then you got a positive and negative. So it tells you which side is which side. So so let's put it back in here. All right, so it's in there. Now let me go grab the test light and I'll show you guys real quick. All right, so I got the test light. So basically, if you want to test for ground, you hook it up to your power, because remember I told you we got power on this side and ground on that side. Damn, I was rolling the seat back and I'm wondering why I'm moving. All right, so we hook up to the power. Bam, we're on the power side. Now you take your test light like this, All right, show y'all we got a snap-on going on, but I actually got my better one at work, which is kind of crazy. All right, so now if we touch the negative side like that, it'll light up. Okay, so I know I got a good ground. All right, so now if we hook this up to the negative side and touch the positive side, now we know I got positive. So positive is red, ground is green. All right, so that's the good thing about having one of these. Now you could go and test your fuses wherever your fuses may be at in your car, inside your vehicle. Now a lot of new cars nowadays, the ground, you don't have good grounds inside the car, or like you can't find them. They're all covered with plastic, whatever the case may be. So this makes it much more convenient to have a power ground right here. And again, it also extends your power ground, because you're not worrying about going all the way from the battery under the hood, or your battery might be in your car or whatever, or in the back trunk, whatever the case may be. So now you have your negative and your ground right here. So this is a great tool to have. It's a great tool to have. So if you need something like this to make things easier for testing, I would grab it if I was you. And like I said, if you just needed to test your ports just to see if your port works, you know, you can do it just for that. And these things screw off. If you ever gotta change this bulb, you can screw this off, screw these off, and then you got little nuts on this side. You take these nuts off, and you'll be able to pop this cap off and change this bulb for any odd reason if this bulb goes wrong. Like I said, I had this tool for at least 6 years, and it still works. You know, probably because I don't use it as much, but it still works. So it's a great tool to use. I recommend this to anybody that's in automotive or your do-it-yourselfers. Amazon got it. I think it's like, I can't remember. I think it's like $18 or something like that, but it's worth having. So check it out. So if you like this video, give me a like, share the video, subscribe, and I'll check you on the next one.